Hey there friends, today I want to show you something different, maybe a little bit akin to the AI tournaments that we've had on the channel sometimes. And that will hopefully come back one day. It's called Worldbox, a minimalistic god and simulation sandbox game, where you can use your powers to create a world. And what this means is, yeah, we'll show. There's very, very basic things. About it. Let's close this and let's start a new world together. So you can see you can create a new world. You have different people that you can set, different animals that you can set to the new world. I like to have a huge world. It's really not an or a gigantic world. It's really not a game that eats up a lot of performance. It can be run on very, very low power computers too. So it's really fun in that way. So you can have random shapes. How many terrain shapes in the new world? How many islands? We'll go for, I don't know, let's go for 10 islands and 10 random shapes, water level 15. We can also go for a preset, but we'll just create a random world. It's still under heavy development. This is a version 0.81. There will relatively soon be an early access. And now we've already started the game, so you can change the flow of time. I like to have the time a little bit faster, so you don't have to wait much. And you can see that there's already some things alive here. That's bees and trees. Very basic things are alive. So you can create and shape the world. As you can see here, you can create shallow waters, oceans, hills. So you can form whatever you like. You can paint the map. With that, you can increase, decrease ground level. You can even manipulate temperatures. You can remove stuff. You can also add stuff. As you can see here, for example, you can add some animals. You can add some magical creatures that can also destroy things. You have to be a little bit careful if you have something to go for with a world. Like, don't add something that will destroy the world, like the worm. The worm is crawling underground, messing up the landscape, often killing a lot of people, for example, in a village, if you go for people. Let's just put some turtles somewhere, like here. You can see, you can zoom in a little bit, and there's the turtles. The turtles like sand and beaches, and after a while they will propagate, and they will go to other places as well, if they want to. Let's put some turtles everywhere, and some crabs. Crabs also like shores, of course. There's a certain amount of food that they can get, and they will just, if they get enough food, there will be more crabs. It's as easy as that. And if they're lucky, they'll get over to other islands, things like that. But now if you place things like bears, bears will eat other animals, and they will also eat people. So be a little bit careful about placing some killing creatures. The piranha, for example, the bear, the worm I mentioned, the wolf, the rat king. They're very dangerous. We have also very peaceful animals like cows. Let's have a couple of cows. That could be Cow Island. And we have rabbits, sheep, chicken. So we have a couple of things to start. And that's the basic thing here. The main thing why you play this, you have elves, humans, orcs, and dwarves. And we'll place them later. They will form little villages. These villages, if they're lucky, they will expand in numbers, and then they might found other villages. And if they have multiple villages, or if the village reaches a certain size, then you will have leaders there, and you'll have kingdoms. These people roam around, they level up, they have certain traits, they have certain professions, and they will also get certain items as the villages expand. These guys will build items, and they will equip each other, and also say their soldiers with it, and there might be wars, and the ones better equipped or better doing will win. So you can also have natures and disasters. You can place seeds. You have more plants. You can place like things like gold, for example. You should probably place it on the mountains, but you can also just lay it just somewhere around here. That will help them. Yeah, creating metals for the citizens. So you can have some of this, some stone here that you can place everywhere. You can send a geyser into this world. Something that boils, so you can have a geyser here, for example. You can have a volcano. Let's have a small volcano here. Erupts lava. An acid geyser. You can have that here, maybe blocking the entrance between these two. Then there's some clouds. They're temporary. I have a snow cloud somewhere. But you can also have, like for example here, that will add a little bit of snow. And that will fly around. So you have snow in the middle of the ground here. You can see what the volcano already did. After a while, the volcano will also go away. So that's the manipulation of nature. You have destruction powers. You can put in meteorites, a bowling ball, a heat ray, a Tsar bomb that destroys the whole world, atomic bomb, bombs, grenades, napalm bombs, antimatter bombs, fireworks, fuses, landmines, water bombs, TNT, delayed TNT. So you can destroy it. And there's other things that a tumor that devours everything in its way, that burns really well, an enormous crab, the devourer of worlds, grey goo, zombie infections, the plague, divine light, curse, blood rain, madness. So, and you have a tutorial. The tutorial is quite basic because it's also quite basic functionality that you need to use to create something fun with it. So we have this big world. Now let's place some people here. We could have the human edge. Like, let's have some humans here. And you see, like if you have around 10 humans, they form a village. And a kingdom along with it. And they will now exist here and build little buildings. They have fire here. They will fell the trees. They will have some agriculture. Let's place some elves too. Elves like trees. Don't like orcs. Let's have some of the elves. Here. You can see I've activated all the messages, so we get who is the king and what they do. So if a king dies or a war is there or something like that happens, then we get a message there, which is also a very nice functionality. Let's have some orcs on this island, maybe. And some dwarves. Dwarves like mountains, so maybe we'll place them. We'll place them here. And now, as you can see, whoop, there was already something new founded. And it was with the dwarves. Yeah, dwarves really like to split up. I don't know why, but they really like to split up. If they have room, these people, then they tend to split up. And these are actually now two different ones. Instead of having another village of that kingdom, they have now two different villages. That will be a very interesting setup. So we can see that the elves and the humans already grow. The orcs not so quickly. We can see we have activated that. You can see the village leader and the guy with the crown, the king, moving around where they are. And you can have a look. Like, for example, you can look at that village. Let's look at the humans, what they're doing. So they have some bread there. They have berries. They, for some reason, have found gold. They have meat, pie, wheat, some wood, and some bones. They have an area that's not yet full. They have some population. They have an army, a small army. And some buildings. Their leader is Blue. Kingdom is called Greater Chama, and the king is Cheperu. You can now view the kingdom too. So we have the king is called Cheperu. He's a diplomat. He's reigned for 19 years because I've put the speed up to maximum. And there can be also different villages in a kingdom. So there's the king that we can see here. He has a wood battle sword, but it's a legendary sword created by Dolo from Greater Chama 9 years ago. It has damage +7, attack speed +41, and so on. So he's happy. His favorite food is bread. He's a diplomat, and he's a little bit hungry. And he'll gain traits. He's ambitious currently, but he'll gain traits as the game progresses. And he'll also get older, and one day he'll die and someone else will become the king. So what you can do is you can wait, and you can already see that the dwarves are also growing, but they're growing in 2 different villages, and they're already in some kind of competition. This competition can be good or it can be bad. They can be friends or they can be enemies. Usually when they run out of room, one of them will start warring, or if one of them is much more powerful, then they will also start warring. You can, of course, influence this. You can create a friendship, like between these two, and then they will become friends, hopefully. So you can force kingdoms to start a war. I'll not do that for now, because it's just much more fun when these things become a little bit bigger. So we can go back, can change the flow of time from 1 to 5. Already got it at 5. We can inspect some creatures. So you can see that the humans seem to be mighty popular. They've also built ships already, and they can found colonies. So let's inspect this. This is a ship. It has 1,000 health. It has no passengers at the moment, but that will change. You can also rename it, actually. Let's see. We can inspect more. Like the houses you cannot inspect, unfortunately. But as you can see, there's a small guy with a shield, and that's a soldier. He's got a wooden sword. He's wise. He has seen some stuff, so he's a little bit older. 52. He's a little bit hungry. And we have, for example, this guy. He has some legendary wooden bow, and for some reason he's sad. We don't know why he's sad, but he's sad. He's got very good stats, and he wants some cider. And we have other people. This one seems to be naked for some reason. He's got bloodlust. Oh my goodness me! There's no diplomacy. These are the skills, as you can see. It's pretty quick, and he seems to be a little bit of a psychopath, maybe. There's a bunny. You can also inspect the bunny. The bunny is peaceful and weightless, light as a feather. Even ice won't break under it. So if there's ice somewhere, then the bunny can traverse it. Then there's, like, for example, this guy. His favorite food is fish. He's a savage, can get bones and leather from fallen foes. He has a huge axe. So there's really some diverse people out there. And as you can see, there's something happening here. Ivid. That's also some kind of boat, I believe. There's no one on that boat, so we can wait. Maybe there will be someone going further. You can see that the boat's gone fishing. Taking in the nets. It has no passengers yet. No real traits, apart from it's a boat. So you can watch what they do. Ihil, that's a little bit an older man. He's a little bit sad. He has already 5 children, as you can see here. And he's wise, and he's got a good and rare sword. So the humans seem to be set in an advantage, and you can already see here that these people now really seem to be friends with each other. They grow very quickly, and they might trade. The little guys with the shields are usually the army guys. Then we have the orcs here. They're not doing anything much. And up here there's the elves. They have some little tree huts everywhere, and they also already have ships. They're flying around, shipping around. The king of Gogogord is dead, so let's see where Gogogord is. You can see it from the from the color in the message. So Kodakuz, the village of Kodakuz, is part of the kingdom of Gogogord, and the king is dead, and there will be a new king probably very soon. It will soon be announced. Here you have, the world is called Infinite Sanctum. It's existed for 101 years now. Total deaths 91, natural deaths 10. Only 10 natural deaths. Deaths from hunger, creatures eaten, other deaths, houses destroyed. So there has been some conflict too. And there's a new king. You can click on that, then you can see the new king. That seems to be the new king. Wait. Yeah. Inspect that guy. Is that the new king? Ag Urgo. He's a sad militarist. He's very healthy. He's got a sharp wooden axe. He's a savage, slow, wise. He's got regeneration. You can see here in the kingdom, we see he's the new king. And he likes meat. They also got the ships there. And there's now new villages are getting founded, as you can see here. There's an elven village being founded, Lifanor, and a human village, Immanuel. Elves like the trees, and the humans like to do like the standard civilization. As you can see, they're growing massive cities. The dwarves here, on the other hand, they're not growing that much. That is some really usual thing. As you can see here, the king Ark Urgo is already dead, and there's a new king. He's called Duz. Let's see what the new king is all about. It's that little guy here. He likes tea. He's a happy administrator. That's only 27. And he's not good in warfare or diplomacy, but good in stewardship. And we'll see how long he will live. Got regeneration and is a savage, but he's not slow. So he might be the one who brings them to the 21st century, right? As they called it. The King Cheperu of Greater Chama is dead, and there's a new king. And now look at that. The kingdom Mul Anohal Stones has declared war on the Gushir Drunks. And now it's getting crazy here. Let's zoom in a little bit. There will be all kinds of boom, boom, boom. As you can see it here, the guys with the little shields are attacking each other. And there will some people will die. And weirdly, the Linear's children, this one, has also declared war on the stones. Seems like they want to profit from their weakness or something like that. They've had a very nice building here. Look at that. Ho, ho, ho. Well, look at that. The king of them has been killed by Gorn Kodum. And there's a new king now here in Otto Herel. Wow. The new king has already been killed. And there's now the elves are coming in. As you can see here, the elves are coming in. And there's an invasion from these guys from Ban Perim that want to take this for themselves. But it's not going that well. And it seems like the elves are stopping it somehow. But now, Otto Heril is part of the others. And the elves, yeah, they are not at war with these guys in general. So the Dwarven Kingdom has united after an inevitable conflict. The Orcs, on the other hand, have expanded here as well. Elves too, and as you can see, their expansion is going well. Also for the humans, of course. The humans are doing well. They were the first ones who built everything. We have here the dwarves that are also getting along well. They've also got some very easy connections. It's basically one big village, right? So we'll see how that works out. We can have something to spice that up. And we could change the world laws. As you can see, there's random events in diplomacy. Kingdoms can declare war and treaties. There's hunger. Everyone needs food to live. If you uncheck that, no one needs food. Trees and other plants grow by themselves, but you can also grow them, and grass will also grow by itself. Kingdoms will send settlers to establish new villages. If you want that. If you don't want it, you can shut it off. Old age. Creatures can die from old age. That's the world laws. You can have peaceful monsters, so that no animals and other creatures will attack anyone. And watch a little bit more. So to spice it up, we can maybe add a rat king, like in the middle of this. We'll see. There's a giant rat. We can set loose and maybe some bears. Stop an expansion into that. If the bears like each other, they will be together for a bit, and then there's a baby bear, as you can see here. We have piranhas like that. That's like the hellhole in the middle. There's all kinds of weird animals out there. Can have some wolves that are maybe the Geyser wolves here. We'll see if they can survive here, or if they will all perish. And we could have bandits. They like to play with TNT. There's a snowman. He knows nothing. He will probably melt. Look at that. He's a catastrophe. Wow! Look at him. He's changing the thing underneath. There's a new village even of the elves. The elves have expanded again, and also the humans. They've done that too. While the rather older ones, maybe the primitive ones, the orcs and the dwarves, are sticking to themselves. So there is the snowman. We can maybe get him to that island. Here's a snowman. Here we go. And there's also crime, and as you can see there, something has happened here. Something has led to the village of Dospad being destroyed. Why is that? Let's have a look. We don't know. We don't really know. Let's see. Let's inspect the people. What happened to them? Who is that? Is that a... It's not looking that great. Oh, it's from the kingdom of Lear's children, which means that are the elves. They hate orcs, so they'll come over and try to get rid of the orcs already. There's also some of them here. So they're on to the dwarves maybe as well. The orcs, they don't have it easy. They don't have it easy. The elves on the other side are truly imperialists, but there will be an upcoming conflict, of course, with the humans. Now, the humans have not such a big area here. Rather a small one. Look at that. They've got a new king here. Let's see. Are there elves invading? We don't really know, right? There's certainly some elves roaming around here, and it's an army, so I don't know what they expect here. Expansion for everyone is doing relatively well. We could set maybe another monster out there. A demon or a white mage. Fighter of the evil mage and the evil mage fighter of the white mage. And as I tried them out, like the white mage usually killed the evil mage. There's a necromancer. Maybe we'll set a necromancer on that middle island here. Just one of them. Necromancer, as you can see, he kills creatures and then revives them as skeletons. So we have a necromancer here in the middle of it. And there's something has happened here, as you can see. There's a ship. I think the ship is stuck, as you can see. Here, it's losing health. Because the little snowman is attacking that thing. So there's a big catastrophe out there. King Tekoro of the Gashi Drunks is dead. And there's a new king, Abadumi. As you can see, the dwarves are expanding as well. Yeah, there's also a community for that. You can see achievements. There's, of course, all kinds of game settings and connections to social media. There's a big bunch of languages in which it's available, and it's quite fun. And as you can see, the elves are doing great here. While on the other hand, like that snowman's land seems to be very critical for the humans. Like let's see. So the humans here, is that the humans? Let's see. Oztop of Gokogord. Oh, I think that were orcs here stuck in that ship. And they're now on that ice island that was frozen by the... Goodness me. That was frozen by... And there is some guy here. Neonomo, a leader of the elves of Leotha's children. You can see they have diplomatic stats. Like, that's all the villages and the loyalty to their king. They have 4 out of 4 villages. Kings with a higher stewardship skill can rule over more villages without penalties. Buildings, area, population. You can see their leader is a diplomat. That probably helps. There's some village leaders and the absolute... There's a very small village here. We can view the kingdom and their relations to the others too. Let's see that the human kingdom is currently leading in score. The Leotha's children just below that. The Gashi Drunks and the poor orcs. A lot of things happening at the moment. Here you can see the world history. So if you really want to document everything, you can see it here, but it's got a limited capacity, as you can see. It's also only the biggest world events. Orcs are really not in a good state. The elves, on the other side, they thrive, and the humans as well. I think the snowman has been killed, but a village called Dun Oboal was destroyed. So that was here. And I believe it was again done by the elves, as you can see. That's clearly a weightless elf of the Leotha's children. They seem to be very engaged in warfare. It's always the freaking elves that are keeping the so-called primitive nations down. We'll see what happens if they come closer to the humans. If they will battle each other, or if the humans will just prevail, or if they don't dare to attack the humans. To mess everything up, we could have a worm, but a worm will destroy these structures. A worm will create land everywhere. I will show you. There's that worm that's going underground. And he's messing it up by creating some little islands everywhere and also destroying villages. So a worm is a big catastrophe that can kill a lot when the worm goes through everything. So I believe the worm can also be killed, but Leotha's children made peace with the Gashi Drunks, and a new village, Pakorde, has been founded. So the orcs are at it again. We'll have maybe some of the cold ones. Why not have them here, right? On that ice island, we have a cold one. Question is here: Yeah, the snowman has depleted. Probably has met the geyser or something like that. We can see what happens if we place... yeah, there's the worm, as you can see. He's creating islands everywhere. And the ancient one is dead. Oh, we'll place a bandit here. Boom. The bandit is dead. See what happens if we place an evil mage on this. The evil mage, as you can see, is swimming around and he's getting attacked. Boom. Oh, but the evil mage is incinerating everything. Wow. He's taking the humans out. Or at least he wants to. I think he has died. Yeah, the evil mage has died now. I don't see what the white mage does. White mage is just whoop. I think he's teleported away. Now we have a white mage that is doing something on the map. Let's see what happens if we have like a demon here. Maybe the demon will come from the volcano. It's living in that volcano. It's a volcano demon. So the orcs are doing better. The dwarves are also finally growing. We'll see if that if that demon influence. Oh, look at that! There's like the elven kingdom has split into two, and they are now in conflict with each other. Goodness me, the elves, eh? The big elven boars. Oh yeah, how's our necromancer doing? I think he was here. Is he dead? He's probably dead. They killed him. Yeah, they killed the necromancer. And while all of that is going on, the humans are actually expanding and expanding and expanding. And look, the dark green elves are also expanding. They're taking over the next village. Soon, or maybe not. Nah, they've stopped it. But now they're coming near the... Oh, look. A new kingdom, the Ivarma was founded. It's here, but it's... Yeah. It's one of the humans. And there's like a new king, but it's just in this little tiny village here. While all of that, the worm is flowing through everything. And everything in the worm's way will be killed. So there's always something. They are resisting getting reintegrated, but they will be reintegrated here. You can see, bam. Part of the same realm again. The Ivarma kingdom was destroyed. And the Igam, well, they will surely be destroyed soon. Or maybe they're safe behind that freaking volcano. I don't really know. So it may stop them that they're divided. There's a zombie. We could see what happens to the zombie. Let's put it maybe to the most powerful at the moment. Like we'll have a zombie here at the humans, and oh, they're just killing the zombie. There's a skeleton. Boom. The skeleton's dead. A sand spider creates sand and then dies. We'll have a sand spider. Let's see what happens. Whoop. As you can see. The sand spider created some sand and died. I have a robot Santa. Let's see. Wow, that robot Santa. Destroyed everything. Got some fireworks going. We have a UFO. Let's place it here. Getting through everything. Now let's start some disasters. Maybe I think we got the acid geyser somewhere. Where was that? Wasn't it here? Did we place it here? Oh no. Let's have an acid geyser here. Just in the middle of the elves, so they can look at the acid. Yeah, there's the other acid geyser. Do you remember? Yeah, the acid geyser has dissolved all the land, so there's nothing left here. The same is happening here now. Yeah, we could have acid rain, but that's... We could have a fruit bush somewhere. Let's help this little... this little realm and give them some fruit bushes. Maybe it will save them, maybe not. They're 22. We'll see what happens, right? Look, there's another kingdom here now of the humans. The humans have split up again. And they're killing each other at the moment. Megiborg, Cheborg, Kiyebi. While all of that is going on, the orcs are still doing nothing, and the dwarves are expanding, actually. And the freaking elves are also expanding. A new kingdom was founded by the elves. Here, it's the Middle Kingdom. And Gogogord has declared war on Nirera of Fire. I think that one. The village Kapod was destroyed. Now it's getting really crazy. We could add some acid to dissolve the ground. Yeah, that's why the acid geyser here destroys the ground, right? We could have a tornado or an earthquake. We could change the temperature in a region. So let's see. We could have, I don't know. Let's have some temperature going down like here. Why not? Nice little area. That's the North Pole. We could have a higher temperature like here maybe. Temperatures will rise. We'll see what happens there, right? The trees might die. You never know. We could also try the destruction powers. We could have another meteorite coming in, like here. Maybe. That killed some, but I've already. They already have a new kingdom here, and let's see. We have just an atomic bomb. Where could we do that? Let's test it on an unmanned island. Here we go. Whoa! So that island's gone away. So it's rather a fun thing. So let's increase the ground level here a bit. It's the mountain of nothing land. Here we go. Gives you something to do, right, while waiting. So let's paint a little bit. Add some fertile soil here, maybe just like that. Add water to grow grass. Yeah, let's place a forest. Whoop. And some sand. It's actually pretty basic. So let's see. Moderately deep pit. Let's have some shallow waters here. And I don't know. Some mountain. The highest mountain. We'll see if anything comes from that, right? Let's have a look. We can have some nature going. Where was that? Nature and disasters. Let's have some seeds planted here. So who knows what will be happening here. Now we have an island. We'll see if anyone settles on there. While we were doing some things, there's another human kingdom and another elven kingdom. Igam is kind of thriving again, and the Worm is creating land over and over again. The dwarves have actually kept together, and there was another new kingdom founded now. What kind of kingdom is that here? Let's inspect them. What people are who are they? It's a I think it's an elf. It's a short-sighted elf with a copper bow. He's 19. He's no kids and he likes sushi. What can you say? What kind of kings do they have? Let's have a view at the kingdom. The king is a diplomat. Usually the kings tend to be diplomats. As you can see, warfare and great stewardship in that king. The kingdom of Ione Lawachelel of Fire. There's also an overview for this. You can see here our world population has increased massively. The beasts are around the same. The trees have gone down, of course. There's the biggest village, most populated village, is Kibebe. I think that's from the humans. They tend to have the biggest ones for some reason. There's also that kingdom overview. As you can see, that's the biggest one. Great Achama. That's from the humans. Then Okau Hill from the elves. The Gashir Drunks of the dwarves have grown. The Laws Hegemony from the humans again. Nirera of Fire from the elves. Great Adorio, also from the humans. Then the Gogo Gods from the Orcs. And another elven kingdom, another elven kingdom, and another elven kingdom. These ones were the original kingdom. Crazily. Let's have a look at their king, right? He's a good one. He's a diplomat, a normal diplomat. He's great in stewardship. And in diplomacy, he's the absolute exceptional diplomat. Slow, wise, pacifist, weightless. Yeah, he has to be wise and pacifist, because when you have such a small kingdom, you need to be a good diplomat and pacifist, otherwise you're just lost. And there was another kingdom founded. And you can see now that there will be quite some more wars going on there. I think that the volcano is kind of going down. And this little world is really getting partitioned into some more kingdoms. There's another kingdom of the humans. Like the humans seem to be blue and purple. The elves seem to get the green, the teal, and things like that. Then the elves, yeah, I mean, they are also going into other colors because they have so many settlements, so many different settlements. The dwarves are in that part of the world. The orcs are just keeping to themselves at this point. They probably had a bad start. And now the dwarves have even split. There's again, they've refounded that old village. And they're trying to take over that big village too. And boom. Now it's definitely a rollover. Like that one guy here beat them back. And the old dwarven kingdom is just a shell here. It's just a shell. The elves, on the other hand, yeah. We'll see if everyone made peace with the Gashir Drunks. That's what's left here. And there's a lot of wars going on again. We'll see how that works out. The elves, we already know that the elves like to lead wars. And it's going forward like that. So maybe the humans will be a little bit more successful because they don't lead so many wars. Especially amongst each others. But you never know. Now that kingdom that controlled like these two things and that had a big city here has been destroyed now. It has been taken over by the other kingdom. So there's something going on here. They're trying to take Atino too. The orcs just staying here by themselves. Currently at 91 people. What are they doing here? They're probably trading. Doing what they can. Let's see. So that's the current kingdoms. There's... Yeah, the orcs. They have 126 people, interestingly. But where are they? They're only 91 in here. Maybe they're traveling. There's another village that was destroyed. The new village has been founded. It has been founded here. I think that's another elven village. Let's have a closer look at that. What are these little guys? Yeah, they are elves. You can already see these are elves because they're weightless. This guy is a sad drinker. He knows no warfare, no stewardship. He's just a diplomat. With some attack speed, critical hit, and so on. Because he has He has a broken copper bow. Oh, the poor guy. Yeah, that's like it at the beginning. It's like in RimWorld, right? It's weird. It's weird fun. And there's another war going on. Like they've come back. The loyalists from the teal ones have come back and founded a new kingdom. The King Idulat was also slain again. And we have a new king of the Ed Honora Rona kingdom. While Igam is currently like it's growing back. Maybe the fruit bushes that we gave them are finally taking over. The worm is creating more and more land, and there's already trees there, so kudos to that. We'll see. I mean, in the end, the worm will prevail, right? The worm is just about everywhere. Maybe he's in a perpetual. Like here you can see the worm. The worm is wandering. The Lord's hegemony is dead, and it's like the oh, look at that, Lifanor. There's a new kingdom that was founded, Lifanor, and there's tons of conflicts going on again. Now Lifanor is part of this. While the humans are just expanding and building up. And the orcs are doing absolutely nothing. The old dwarves are like they're perishing here. The colonies are perishing now. And also this, I don't know, they seem to have... Yeah, and they're ravaged by the worm, as you can see here. Ooh, that has hurt them. That's currently what destroys the dwarves. It's the worm. Boom, the worm goes through here. That's what I mean. If you want like a simulation who will win, the elves or the dwarves or things like that, then you should be careful by placing the worm, because the worm is really hard to find too. So like, where is the worm? The worm is somewhere here. But you cannot really locate the worm. So you cannot really take the worm out again. Messes up the landscape. That's absolutely it. So if you don't want the worm, like, don't place it. It's it will forever change your world. Let's see, maybe we could go for like a bigger thing. Scary flying wizard that brings destruction to your world. And that's the island of the dragon, and the dragon is flying around. Let's see. Dragon is flying, yeah, he's flying away from here because, he's getting attacked, but he's also attacking. He's attacking the elves. Wow, is he ravaging them. I think he's gone down, though. Yeah. So, the dragon has been killed. The dragon has been killed. The king of Gogogord has declared on someone. I will see if Gogogord can take someone. I mean, they should be strong at warfare, right? They're orcs, but I think their leader just died, and for some reason, yeah. I don't think they have big chances because they're just so behind. Igam, on the other hand. Let's see, what's that? There's a fairy. A fairy. Maybe we'll give these orcs a little fairy. She'll be here and just healing people. I think the fairy exploded. Or they killed her. I'm not sure. Something has happened with a fairy. Oh well. Let's see. When used in a village, that's not a capital. It will become its own kingdom. We can have an inspiration. We can have a spite. We can have a friendship. Why not add some other orcs? Maybe there's some place here that is not yet settled on. Where we could have like an orc island. A little orc island. Like a beautiful orc island. Are you here, orcs? Come on. Can you please found a village or what? So that didn't that didn't go well. Maybe we'll have some orcs here on the other side. We'll see. Is that better? I'm not sure. They found a village here. They probably cannot. So all land has been... Look at that. That land has been ravaged for some reason. What's going on here? Wow. There was a big war going on here, and the Kingdom of Loris Hegemony has made peace with Goggonward. And they've gotten absolutely nothing. I think they've been they've been ravaged by the worm, of course. Of course, the worm is destroying everyone again. And then we have these people, the dwarves, they're just staying by themselves. Igam is growing slowly. Lifanor is at a big size again, as you can see here. And the humans have split into multiple people. What's that here even? Is that elves or is that humans? It's humans, I think. Yeah, he likes burgers, so they are making progress. It's not a meat anymore, it's burgers now. Let's see if they have like some progress here. There's Megiborg. What's that? That's a mine. Like he's a mine worker. One child. He's yeah. Let's have a look. Who is the leader of this? The king. And he's got very good average values. Great attack speed. Let's see. Look now. These people. They really have equipment here. This the fine axe of hell, a legendary weapon. Steel armor, steel boots, a steel tight ring, and a steel amulet. He's wise and slow because of the fine axe of hell. The leader of Megiborg and also king of Halales and Uhoto is doing very fine for himself. Kodakuts will over time will probably be defeated, but it's a hot thing. If will the humans win or will the elves win in the end, or is that totally the wrong question? As you can see, as the game progresses, it gets a little slower because of the total population that is growing, and maybe also because the history is expanding and it's expanding and expanding. We can look into the world history again. Yeah, as you can see, there's like the deaths and kings and new kings, new kingdoms that were destroyed. That's maybe mostly the history of our world. So all of that it's world box. It's very nice. It's a game for when you don't really want to game but want to see the world develop and cause some havoc from time to time, change the environments and see what they do. As you can see, they are building little houses. The elves are building trees, and something happened here, eh? The humans are building houses and have little fields. And the orcs are... I don't know what the orcs do. They also have little fields here and bone temples. So that's very fine. And the dwarves are... yeah, they're also doing the standard thing. Maybe there's too few mountains in this world for the dwarves. Look at that. This island, like, there's some people roaming on it, but mostly it's creatures that are roaming on it. And there's no one, like, founding a new village. The Dwarven Kingdom has never recovered from that split. And here the old king of the old kingdoms is... yeah. Now, Igam is expanding again. It's one of the old kingdoms. I think it's the last surviving one of the old kingdoms. That is still there. Can have it. It's Lihedia's children. It's probably the longest living out there. Like 327 years. this kingdom has existed. Crazy, huh? Let's see who leads this kingdom. He's Yoniyaso, a very, very healthy elf who likes sushi. He's great at diplomacy, stewardship, warfare. He's 196 years old. He's got 2 children. He's level 4. And he's a sad diplomat. Oh, what a sad diplomat. He has an evil staff of terror created 204 years ago. Wow. An iron helmet, an iron armor, iron boots, iron ring, iron amulet. He's wise and weightless, but that thing, the evil staff of terror, gives 100 health, 10 speed, 5% armor, 40% critical, 20 damage and 30 attack speed. Wow. All hail King Tazod of Gogogord. But Gogogord is definitely going down. Something is ravaging it. Like the Orcs are standing here and defending from some invaders, but I don't really think they have some chance. Because Loras hegemony is attacking them and they're annihilating these Orcs. It's really a tragedy. Something has happened here too. I don't know really what. I think the Orcs that we sent somewhere, they all dissipated, or there's still Orcs left. No, I think they all just died. They didn't form a village or something. There was just not enough land for them. Yeah, while the Orcs are going down and the Dwarves are also dwindling, we see how the humans and the elves make this world among each other. But the elves are definitely like in the advantage. Or what is this? Is that a human village? Yeah, that's a human. The wooden Apollo bow. Wow, wow. Weightless pacifist? No, that's an elf. It's an elf. It's a strong elf. Because the elves are always weightless. That's one of the special things they have. And the humans, let's see. That human is lucky. Yeah, there's another elf, an attractive, gluttonous elf. Maggie Borg. Maggie Borg is not so old. Let's see. You can see the kingdom. The kingdom has, yeah, it has existed only for 121 years, but it's the most powerful human kingdom, I think, out there at the moment. Orcs are not really existing anymore. The warm and the wars have ravaged them. And I think it's time to leave this world for now. Please tell me what you think of this game. I think it's a very cute game for in between. It's just so relaxing and fun to mess around with. Look at that. Igam. Yeah, Igam. There was a tried invasion, but you know the king of Igam and his evil staff of terror. He's just using it. Have you seen it? Everything's going down to it. But still. He has been defeated. He has been defeated. The king has been slain. Now the evil staff of terror has gone down. And the longest living elven kingdom has been destroyed. The founder kingdoms all gone to dust. Thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. We'll see each other maybe in another Stellaris video or in another one of this. I think it's fun. We'll see if I can develop some other format to enjoy this maybe. And maybe I can get to repair my computer and then we'll have AI tournaments again. Have Have a great time until then and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Can signing out. See you soon and happy gaming.